Cam, how would you evaluate your own performance, the performance of your teammates today?
It wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. But one thing about it, still early on in the season, and I will get better, and we will get better as a team.
What went wrong specifically, do you think, on the interceptions, Ken?
Well, it was, they had a good plan. It was a good team. We didn't get fooled by their record, but at the end of the day, we have to go back in the lab and prepare, and we will be better from it. We just have to play better or should I say, we have to play better complementary to a complementary game, offensively, defensively, as well as special teams. I put the defense in some screwed up situations, and in order for us to win, that can't happen. Just trying to make a play, trying to force things, force the reason, especially trying to find a spark. But as you saw, that wasn't the way to do it.
The injury to Kelvin Benjamin obviously affected things. I know y'all are close. Did that change what you were able to do out there?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's just up to me. As I grow in this game and each and every game plan going in, I just have to know when, to check the ball down and, doing it in an accurate way. And I feel like, if I play better, the outcome is different. So, the onus is on me.
What's it like not being able to throw much in practice during the week and then having to try and come out and just do
Well, it's just your body responding. It's tough. It's tough. But at the end of the day, we are professionals. I would not have not wanted to play today. Let's just put it like that. And I feel as if, where my mental frame was, I was ready to play. It was just the circumstances that the game took place. Early on, we had a great first drive. We just had to find ways to score points, and keep the momentum in our favor. When you score 3 points, yeah, that's a plus, but it's still not 7 points. We can't keep letting teams off the hook by having great drives and getting in the red zone and not cashing in. Gano has been doing a great job for us. We're going to expect to steal things, for him like that, but we would prefer scoring touchdowns.
Cam, as I'm sure you're aware, across the league, players and some owners and coaches are demonstrating, either taking knees or standing in with their arms linked, either to condemn Donald Trump's remarks or to continue their protest of racial injustice. What went into the conversation of you and most of your teammates deciding not to demonstrate, and have you had a chance to talk to Julius about staying back?
I honestly didn't know, about Julius. But we did have a team discussion last night. In my opinion, some of the remarks were unacceptable, especially in certain people's position. But at the end of the day, we still need work in our society as a whole. We definitely work on this team, as far as, performance and production. And one thing about it, on both fronts, I will do my job. I'll stay in my lane, but at the end of the day, we all are entitled to our own opinion. It's been an epidemic, so to speak, in this country for quite some time, and I just feel as if, certain things happening doesn't make it right, on both sides. So, I'm just gonna keep doing the things that I can control, especially affiliated with my foundation, making people aware, and hopefully, that makes an impact for what it's worth.
Yeah, and specifically, when you say it's been an epidemic, what specifically are you talking about?
Just the the racial injustice and just people. I just feel like a lot of people want to be heard. In my opinion, and you want people to hear your side, and I feel like when you have a group of people that have been oppressed and feel as if what they do is not important, that's when the problems happen. And then you got situations, you got circumstances that take place, and time again is a showing of that. And I just feel as if something were to happen, I think the positive thing to happen is, the proper people need to have a sit-down discussion rather than assuming certain things, because the truth of the matter is we can't just point the finger and point blame, and that's the easy thing to do. But with my Pinnacle, I promise to do things that will gain awareness, and doing it in my own right.
Cam, what's the psychological effect when you go out and score just a field goal on that first drive after struggling last week a little bit?
I don't understand your question, sir.
Ron said you guys had to make a chance to make a statement. You didn't do it. So how did that swing things?
Well, I can't agree with your statement, because at the end of the day, statement is moving the football, and also statement is scoring. So we did one, we just didn't do the other. I think for us, the thing is playing complementary football. When you go down and you create stops, and when you turn the ball over as an offense, and giving those guys, which is they very well can score any and every time, with great field position, that's not something that's good DNA or good habits for a team. So with some things, but for me on my part, I can't be lackluster with the football. Having 3 turnovers by myself, isn't the best day at the office. And with an efficient offense that we're playing against, just knowing that with our team and with us having the home field advantage today, it just takes one play, and we didn't just have that one play. We just got to keep things going early on, and create some type of, number one, momentum as well as points early and often.
You had a chance to talk to Kelvin and where things stand there?
I don't know, sir. I wish I did. I'm hoping for the best, and I'm expecting us to move from this point.
Well, you guys use a 2 tight end set, and obviously Greg being out, and you have someone slide up into his position. How does that change though with the way everything's in the backfield? Because I know you guys are moving things around a little bit. How does that affect the pass blocking?
I wouldn't say it affects the pass blocking. We just have to understand what teams are trying to do to us. It's up to me as the signal caller to get the ball in the right position or in the right people's hands. So it doesn't matter what happens. We still have to have answers for it, and we didn't have enough answers today.
Cam, the fans certainly wanted you to go for that 4th and 5 at the 35 in the 3rd quarter. Ultimately, Coach Rivera decided to punt there. Were you wishing or trying to talk him into going?
Well, the thing about it is the optimism of it is still early, right? There's no need to rush things, and whatever Coach Rivera decides to do, I'm with it with 110%. And that's champion DNA. So number one, especially after our discussion right after the game, it's gut check time for a lot of people, and that's including myself. As far as preparation, it may be performance. It may just be, a small little change up. But one thing about it, things on the offensive side has to be better, and I'm proclaiming that it will. So moving forward, it's no need to panic. It's no need to rush. It's no need to, be up in arms about a situation. Should you be frustrated as a fan? Absolutely. Yeah, I'm frustrated, with my lackluster performance, knowing that we are better than, the performances that we've been putting on in the last couple of weeks. But listen, hey, just be patient and know that big things are ahead for us, and knowing that this year's Panthers team has big things and big things to do.